جزى الله بالخيرات عنا أئمة لنا نقلوا القرآن عذبا وسلسالا فمنهم بدور سبعة قد تواسطت سماء العلا والعدل زهرا وكمالا.
أبدأ بسم الله مستعينا راض به مدبرا معينا والحمد لله الذي هدانا إلى طريق الحق واجتبانا أحمده سبحانه وأشكره ومن مساوي عملي أستغفره وأستعينه على نيل الرضا وأستمد لطفه فيما قضى فإني باليقين أشهد شهادة الإخلاص أن لا يعبد في الكون معبود سوى الرحمن من جل عن عيب وعن نقصان وأن خير الخلق محمدا من جاءنا بالبينات والهدى روحي ونفسي وأولادي له الفدا وعلى آله وصحبه ومن ولا ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم يحشر الناس عرى وبعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار أعاذني الله وإياكم من النار. طيب inshallah this is which 16. So as you all know, alhamdulillah, we have finished the muqaddimah of the Imam Ash-Shatibi rahimahullah. So basically from the poem 66 and down all the way to the 94, the Imam rahimahullah, now he's turning back and trying to remind us about the adab, the etiquettes of the talib al-ilm, what should do with this book. Now after he mentioned his usul and his qawaid and his principle, now as a alim kabir, even though he wrote this book in the perfect way human being can do it, yet he, from his humbleness, tawadu, he tried to tell us, make sure if you see something in this book, some mistake in this book, try to give advice as a student of knowledge how to deal with this book. Do not take it as arrogant. Do not take it to become as a proud for you. If you find mistake, do not tell me, say, how dare this Imam can do such a mistake. Be nice with me. He said, because what I have done is I've done to try my best. So he's acting like there is a lot of mistakes going on. And this is from the tawadu. This is from his humbleness. And that's what the ulama, rahimahullah, when they write something, never claim to this is the best book and there is no one anybody can find any errors on it or anything like that. Because when they was working something which can keep him close to Allah Azza wa Jal, not how much you can praise or how much rates he can get. There was not that goal for those a'imma, rahimahullah. طيب, so we stopped last time. من كان ذا باب له فيه مذهب فلا بد أن يسمى فيدرى ويعقل. Yes, this is the last qaida, and then we mentioned some of the qawaid. When the ulama rahimahullah says the Imam is supposed to mention it, but he didn't put it in his book, even though they are clear in his poem. But he says, since he put his condition, I'm going to mention every opposite. He said, then this condition should be mentioned in his book. But as we mentioned, there is no infallible man beside the Prophet ﷺ and the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We're going to go to the next one, inshallah. You guys, the poem 67. So listen carefully to the reciter, and then inshallah we go from there.
أهلت فلبتها المعاني لبابها وصغت بها ما ساغ عذبا مسلسلا وفي يسرها التيسير رمت اختصاره فأجنت بعون الله منه مؤملا وألفافها زادت بنشر فوائد فلفت حياء وجهها أن تفضلا وسميتها حرز الأماني تيمنا ووجه التهاني فهنه متقبلا.
Now, so this is the up to the poem 70. Rahimahullah, it says, وأهلت فلبتها المعاني لبابها. Who can read that? Sheikh Muhammad, read it one more time in Arabic.
أهلت فلبتها المعاني لبابها وصغت بها ما ساغ عذبا مسلسلا.
مسلسلة. أهلت. What's it in English, Sheikh?
His qasida.
This qasida is talking about the poem. Who is good in reading, Sheikh? Go ahead.
This qasida called out and the finest of its meanings responded. And I presented these meanings which is easily swallowed, easily grasped, being sweet
And easy. So the Imam Rahimahullah now when he approaching about this qasida, this poem, he tried to make the qasida like a human being, like he's speaking. أهلت يعني نادت. Usually أهلت حجاج وقال لبيك اللهم لبيك. هذا من تهليل. So the Imam Rahimahullah, he say, my qasida is something special. My poem, he say, nadat, spoke out. And the meanings of the word they respond back. Which means every word I have put in this qasida has a respond with qasida. Which means every word has its own meaning behind it. And he said, this word, فَلَبَّتْهَا الْمَعَانِي لُبَابُهَا صُغْتُ بِهَا مَا صَاغَ عَذْبًا. This word I have break it down so easy, so light, so sweet. So when you read it, you enjoy it, and the meaning is so profound, which is fits exactly with the rules what I'm going to talk. So the Imam Rahimahullah, he said, this poem is speaking to you, and also is speaking to herself, because what I have put here, all this word, they are so clear, so try to understand me. The Qasida is talking to us and say, everything I have here is so easy and pure, try to understand it. فَفْهَمُونِ. The Qasida is talking with Allah. So he put the Qasida like his human being. فَأَهَلَّتْ فَلَبَتْهَا الْمَعَانِي لُبَابُهَا. يعني لُبَابُهَا يعني خالصة من شيء, something which is lub, something which is pure. I have made this meaning so pure, so beautiful, and I have brought it to you in easy way. Then he says, Rahimahullah, I made this, وَفِي يُسْرِهَا التَّيْسِيرُ رُمْتُ اخْتِصَارَهُ. Sheikh Abdullah, read this poem, Sheikh. The next one in Arabic, in your book.
وفي يسرها التيسير رمت اختصارها
رُمْتُ اخْتِصَارَهُ
فأجنت بعون الله منه
مؤملا. وفي يسرها التيسير, يعني he's talking, referring back about the qasida. Who can read it in English, Sheikh?
I intended the condensation of the taysir by simplifying it, and this poem harvested its fruits with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala
From the taysir. So the Imam Rahimahullah says, this book, I have summarized that book what I was teaching all my life. The book of my Sheikh. Kitab al-Taysir. From who? Abu Amr al-Dani rahimahullah. Abu Amr al-Dani, when he wrote this book, Abu Amr al-Dani, when he wrote the Kitab al-Taysir, he put the all Qira'at al-Sab'a. That book is big. So the Imam Ash-Shatibi rahimahullah, he said, what I have done, I have taken this book and I have simplified, make it so easy, ikhtisar, but in a way which everybody can understand. And with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will see the fruit of that book, Taysir, become so clear and so productive. So that's why it says, وَفِي يُسْرِهَا التَّيْسِيرُ. Yani I make the Kitab al-Taysir so easy. رُمْتُ اخْتِصَارَهُ. My goal was to make this book mukhtasar. Instead you go in details. He said, I have chosen the best one. And make it easy. فأجنت يعني كثيرة جناحاتها يعني كشجرة. And the fruits, when you have a big tree, and the product of the big tree, a lot of fruits came from it. from that small ikhtisar. He said there's a lot of fruit is about to come, and all this is with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this came minhu mu'ammila yani muyassira. I made it with the help of Allah to become this book of Taysir in easy way. Yes, Shaykhi. فقال فألفافها زادت بنشر فوائد فلفت حياء وجهها أن تفضل. Shaykh Murad, read it one more time, this poem.
وألفافها زادت بنشر فوائد فلفت حياء وجهها أن تفضل.
Subhanallah. So the Imam Rahimahullah, look how he put the poem. Now, since he's talking about the Kitab al-Taysir, he says, وَأَلْفَافُهَا أي كَلِمَاتُهَا من ألف يعني هو شجرة كثيرة. The tree what has a lot of fruits. So he said, this book, who can read in English, Shaykhi?
It's this poem content increased with a diffusion of benefits, not found in the Taysir. It then covered its face modestly, not wanting to be given preference over the Taysir.
So this is the tawadu of the Imam, rahimahullah. Because when Imam make this book, he say, when you see in this book, I didn't stop in the Kitab al-Taysir. I expand. I brought a lot of more benefits what the Imam Abu Amr Dani never mentioned in his book, what he's supposed to mention. But now he doesn't want to give to credit. Now he makes this book, since this book is a lot of benefits on it. So when this book has this benefit, the book turn away. Now he's referring to the book like he's human being. He said, turn away her face, so doesn't want to somebody tell her, oh, you are mashallah dar and taysir. Haya'an. She has shy to somebody give that credit and tell her you are better and you teach her. This is the difference between the students of the teacher. Now he makes the Imam Rahimah Shatibi, his poem is the students of the Sheikh Taysir. So the Taysir is the Sheikh and this Shatibiyyah is the student. He said, and these students, even though he brought something a lot, but he's turned away and it doesn't want to somebody tell her because you are better than your Sheikh. He said, haya and tufaddala. So this is the first benefit the Imam is telling you. That's how the student should be dealing with the Sheikh. If you find anything, Allah bless you with something more, don't try to show because you have done something your Sheikh couldn't do it. He said this kitab, even though has a lot of benefits, but doesn't want nobody to praise him more and Taysir. What he did, he said, turn away his face and he says, so I don't want nobody to tell me because I'm better than my Sheikh. So the Imam Rahimahullah said, فَلَفَّتْ حَيَاءً وَجَهَا. Turn away with a shaya, her face, and تُفَضَّلَ. Then Imam Rahimahullah, he said, وَسَمَّيْتُهَا حِرْزَ الْأَمَانِ تَيَمُّنًا وَوَجْهَ التَّهَانِ فَهْنِهِ مُتَقَبَّلًا أو مُتَقَبِّلًا. You can read in both ways. Who's didn't read it? Allah Sheikh Siraj? I want you to read the next poem.
It's this book.
No, we finished that. This poem, وَأَلْفَافُهَا, we finished that. I just explained.
وَسَمَّيْتُهَا
Now, so before we go to that, let me just share. So some of the points the Imam Rahimahullah, he put it in a book which is not in Kitab al-Taysir. Well, we're going to go through that in details. Sheikh, what's your name, Abu Khadija? Can you read the explanation, inshallah?
This book has certain additions which are not found in Taysir. These additions are referring to as Ziyadat al-Qasid.
Ziyadat al-Qasid, which is more and what is mentioned in the book Taysir, yes.
It can be found in 4 different areas.
In this book, or we're going to see on, yes.
The first one is certain chapters which are found in the
Shatibiyyah
and not in the Taysir.
For example,
chapter of
Makharij al-Huruf and Sifat al-Huruf. You will see in the end of the book, the Imam is talking about the Makharij al-Huruf, and this is not to be found in Kitab al-Taysir. So he add that because he saw this is benefit stuff must be put in the book as a talib al-ilm, as a qari. And next one, Shaykhi.
The second one, certain differences in the
in usul. Usul in the foundation. As we go on, because this kitab, you remember, has usul and has fursh. Yes? Usul, the one which is think what's the whole madhab imam is depend on that. Nobody can change. And furush depends on the words. That words can be read a different way. But the usul, idghamul kabir or ra'at or iya'at, all this stuff, they are the foundation of every qari as we're going to mention. Yes?
For example, when two hamzas appear in two different words with the same harakat.
Same harakat. For example, min al-nisa'i in ittaqaytunna. Min al-nisa'i. You see two hamzas with same harakat. Yes.
Warsh will make a ibdal of...
Ibdal. As we mentioned, the ibdal is like a with a mad, yes? Maddul bad.
Hamza in addition to tasheel.
Taysir.
Taysir only mentioned
tasheel for warsh. So because the word has two ways of recitation, Taysir, Ibn Amr, you mentioned only tasheel, with the tasheel. But the Imam, Ash-Shatibi say no, there is also ibdal. Was the Imam Abu Amr al-Dani didn't mention, as we're going to see it in first, in usul also.
Third one, certain differences in farsh.
Yes.
For example, ikhtilaf for ibn...
Idhikwan.
The dikwan in the ha
of the iqtadi. Iqtadi. The word iqtadi there.
Taysir only mentioned mad.
Mad. The Taysir, for example, he didn't mention the khilaf of the ha. He's only referring to one way to read it with the mad of the ha, yani maddu sila. But some places it's not with the med, as we're going to mention inshallah. And the last one?
The last one is additions and explanations concerning certain differences.
Difference. So there is also the Imam Rahimahullah will come to certain difference in the word. He has extra explanation what the Taysir didn't have it. So therefore this kind of stuff in general, the Imam Rahimahullah has separated himself, which means added more and the Kitab al-Taysir because he thought is important. But yet he said, don't give me this credit because I don't deserve that. I'm the tilmid of my Kitab al-Taysir, so I turn away, so I don't want to have this credit. Next one, ya Shaykhi. وَسَمَّيْتُهَا Yes. متقبلا. Ya Shaykh, who can read in English? Shaykh, وَسَمَّيْتُهَا is say my qasida. Yes.
I have named it in sanctuary of all hopes.
Yes.
As a good omen. And I further named it a face of felicitation. So greet this face and accept it.
So basically, Imam Rahimahullah, I say I made this kitab, I have chosen a name because I hope this name, what I have chosen, maybe will be accepted or will be will make the student to be among that name. What is the name? He said, I mentioned the name. What is the name, Shaykhi?
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary basically is like a safe place. When you go in this book and you take this book, you are saved. Which means you will not have. This is the hope of the Imam. He say, I hope. Which means if you take this book, you will be saved. And also he say, as a good yani usually that is the only way you can use as a hope. But we have everything is in qadr. But he said tayammunan, I hope, so I'm praying. So this you will be saved in this book, which means it will be secure for you. And what's next, Sheikh?
And I further named it a face of felicitation.
What means face of the congratulation. So which means if you get to this one, for sure you will be congratulated in the end. And that's what the Imam is saying. I want you to accept this hadiyah as a hadiyah from me. Yani taqabbal Allah, may Allah accept it. فَهْنِهِ مُتَقَبِّلًا, yani accept it with a qabul, inshallah. Maybe Allah will make this book to be the way how I named it, to match the name with the hope I'm feeling. So he say, accept this hadiyah as a qabul from me to you, and Allah Azza wa Jal accept that hadiyah. And what is the next one, ya Shaykhi? The next one, the Imam Rahimahullah says, let's see. Yeah, go ahead. Listen to the Shaykh.
وناديت اللهم يا خير سامع أعذني من التسميع قولا ومفعلا إليك يدي منك الأيادي تمدها أجرني فلا أجري بجور فأخطلا
سبحان
أمين وأمنا للأمين بسرها وإن عثرت فهو الأمون تحملا.
ما شاء الله. Listen, Sheikh. وناديت
وناديت اللهم يا خير سامع أعذني من التسميع قولا ومفعلا إليك يدي منك الأيادي تمدها أجرني فلا أجري بجور فأخطلا أمين وأمنا للأمين بسرها وإن عثرت فهو الأمون تحملا.
Now, read it, Ya Shaykhi. What is saying? One more time. وَنَادَيْتُ اللَّهُمَّ. Now the Imam rahimahullah, after he had put the name, and that's what you're hoping for, he said, after this, when I make this book, I ask Allah Azza wa Jalla, nadaytu. He called Allah, Allahumma, read it in English here, Ya khayra sami'in. You remember this is a poem, we put it in the beginning when we started the Shatibiyyah, because the Imam rahimahullah is asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect him from the tasmi' riya, showing off. So that's every Imam, that was his goal. To make sure this work he has done is not against him. من تسميع يعني من السمع. سميع means this is part of the riya if the person wants to be heard about him. Riya is when somebody has to do to be known about him. But sami is somebody to love to somebody hear about his job, what he has done, to hear about him. And riya is to somebody see him, what he's doing. Sum'a, exactly. Which is in Uzbek, yeah? That's the Arabic word. So what the Imam says, Shaykh says in English?
And I call, O Allah, O He who is the best listener, protect me from hypocrisy in word and action.
Protect me from hypocrisy. What's the beauty if I read this book and I have a hypocrisy in my words and in my action? What he tried to tell it, because this book is not my goal of that. And that's why he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then he goes over with the dua and he says, إِلَيْكَ يَدِي مِنْكَ Ya Shaykh Abbas, can you read this? I want you to participate in our beautiful poem. إِلَيْكَ يَدِي مِنْكَ الْأَيَادِ تَمُدُّهَا. Go ahead.
74.
72. إِلَيْكَ
يدي
منك الأيادي تمدها أجرني
فلا أجري
بجور فأخطل. Sheikh, what is saying in English? إليك يدي. Go ahead, Sheikh.
Unto thee I extend my hand, from thou art all favors. So extend your favors upon my needs. Save me from following a path of injustice, and so utter something inaccurate.
So the Imam rahimahullah say, إِلَيْكَ يَدِي, I raise my hand to you. وَمِنْكَ الْأَيَادِ, he knows because he's talking to the Kareem. And he say, I'm praying to you and I know for sure you bounties, the acceptance will come from you. Because I ask you sincerely. I'm not doing this for the showing off. إِلَيْكَ يَدِي مِنْكَ الْأَيَادِ يعني مِنْكَ النِّعَمْ. From me is the dua, but from you will come Allah ni'am tamudduha. You give it to me. What I'm asking for? Ajirni. Protect me. Fala ajri. So I do not fall in a shortcoming. Bijawrin. So I can do fa'ukhtala. So I can go with my shortcoming and make some mistakes. So add something or fall in error. I'm talking about your words. And instead I give to somebody, read it something correctly, I can make and tell somebody to read it in a way where you never revealed it. You never give it to the Prophet. Say, please help me so I do not fall in that shortcoming, so I can do something unjust to your book. Because he knew who is the speaker, and he know with which kind of book he's dealing. So he asking Allah, no matter how qari I am, how good I am, protect me because I can fall in an error and recite your word in a way what you are not pleased to be recited. فقال أجرني فلا أجري بجور فأخطلا يعني to I go something in an error. أخطا يعني أختي, something in a big mistake. فقال رحمه الله, need a sheikh, next one.
أمين وأمنا للأمين بسرها وإن عثرت فهو الأمون تحملا.
Now, so what is in English, ya Sheikhi?
Ameen.
Ameen is the word Ameen. Allahumma stajib. From the word Ameen.
And grant safety and security to him who becomes entrusted with its secrets, i.e. the content of the poem, And if the poem were to slip, then he who is entrusted with it should bear its burden like a strong, trustworthy she-camel.
Yeah, so subhanAllah, the Imam rahimahullah, after he said Allahumma ameen, accept وَأَمْنًا لِلْأَمِينِ بِسِرِّهَا. Now he starts to tell us, because this poem has something secret on it. He says, so you who take this secret, you ameen, you trustworthy person, if you take this secret, this poem, he said, make sure you keep the secret. Don't expose me, basically telling you. If you find something shortcoming, I have fault, handle it. He said, just like that camel, the right camel, he said, sometimes no matter how much weight you put on it, she is so honest with you, she's carrying it. Help you out. He said, carry it. Be patient and carry my mistakes, don't expose it. Because this poem, he said, there is some secret on it, some sir, and you, since you take this amana, he said, if you see any mistake, anything, let her go, don't hold on it and try to put me down. He said, this is not the qualities of the talib al-ilm who take this amana. Be like that camel who can handle. Handle, which means he tried from his humbleness, tawadu. He said, because you will find some mistake. So handle me. Carry me out. Don't put me down. So that's what the Imam rahimahullah says. أمينا وأمنا للأمين بسرها وإن عثرت فهو الأمون تحملا. يعني عثرت, يعني if you fall, يعني وقعت في خطأ. عثرت, when he fall in a mistakes. Slip. He said, then carry me up, hold me, be patient, just like that trustworthy she camel, was she carry one another weight she can have. So the Imam rahimahullah is referring, because this book, there is the ameen. So if you are from the people who hold the amana, then make sure you carry this amana and don't expose me. That's what Imam rahimahullah, he tried to tell us. Go ahead, the Sheikh, next one. He doesn't speak. Why? He's upset.
أقول لحر والمروءة مرؤها لإخوته المرآة ذو النور مكحلا أخي أيها المجتاز نظمي ببابه ينادى عليه كاسد السوق أجملا وظن به خيرا وسامح نسيجه بالإغضاء والحسنى وإن كان هلهلا.
So the Imam rahimahullah,
أقول لحر والمروءة
I put it 2 times. Okay.
لإخوته المرآة ذو النور مكحلا أخي أيها المجتاز نظمي ببابه ينادى عليه كاسد السوق أجملا وظن به خيرا وسامح نسيجه بالإغضاء والحسنى وإن كان هلهلا.
So the Imam rahimahullah now is talking about the hur. Who is hur? You remember in first, in kana hurran hawariyan, he's talking about the talibul ilm. In the beginning, he said the talibul Quran, he is a free man. He is a hur. There is no shahawat to bother him. There is no shubahat to bother him, because his heart is connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. أقول للحر والمروءة والمروءة مرؤها. So usually, who can read that in English, Sheikhi? So I can explain.
I say to the free person, a true man of valor.
So the free person, the talib, he is a true man. عنده مروءة. He has a shakhsiyah. He is a true man. And the word mar'uha is the person who has honor and dignity. So he's referring to the Sahib al-Quran. He says Sahib al-Quran, he is free. Nobody can tempt him. No dunya can take him over. No shahwat can take him down, because he has the nur with him. And at the same time, he is a full man, which means people use him as an example. He has muru'ah. He has rujula. Min al-rijal. He's rajul. That's why he tried to tell you. He say, you act like a man because you are free from shubuhat, from shahawat. And go ahead, Shaykhi.
He is a mirror to his brothers, a possessor of light, i.e. he sheds light on their faults so they can improve and cleanse themselves, Just as khul
Kuhl.
purifies.
So now he tried to tell to Abdullah and to me and to Allah, say, you are that man. So you carry this light. He says, so he tried to tell him, make sure you become for your brother. He's talking about himself. Like a mirror. Which means you see your mistakes in my face. Huh? You see yourself in a mirror. Like the Prophet said, Al-Akhu mir'atul akhi. The believer is the mirror of his brother. Which means if you see something aib of yourself, you try to cover it. Huh? Don't expose. He says, same thing. You are the man, not just you, mirror of your brother. He said, you have light with you. You are a free man. There's no reason for you to expose me. If something I have for shortcomings, try to cure it. You have a light. Try to cure it, just like the kuhl. You know the kuhl, when you have a problem with your eyes, you have sickness, that kuhl, they put it to heal the eye. You say, so you are the kuhl of my poem. Try to cure it if you find any shortcoming, because you are hur. You are a man who has honor and dignity. You are not going to put your brother down. So he's worried about to somebody, put him down. He said, be merciful. You don't have these qualities, cannot belong to you. Basically, that's why he's saying, أَقُولُ لِحُرٍّ مُرُوَةُ مَرْءُهَا. This is the muruwa, this manhood, this is your qualities. لِإِخْوَتِهِ مِرْآةٌ. You are for your brother as a mir'ah. ذُو نُورٍ مِكْحَلَةٌ. With that nur, what you have, that Quran, you are as a cure, as a kuhl is cure for the eye. You understand the words? That he put the words so deep and so beautiful, just to try to tell a Habib, be like this. Be like this. If you are Hamil al-Quran, don't be the person who loves to expose. If you are Hamil al-Quran, be a light. Light. If somebody's in darkness, what you do, you go and give the flashlight. So basically, if you see your brother is going down in ditch, don't follow him. Say, man, you cool, I want to be like you. No, take him out. He said, Habibi, I have a light for you. I can take you, I can show you the way. You don't have to show me the way. You don't let somebody who is blind to carry you on, because he will put you in a ditch. You the one who carried the blind man, so you can save him. So Hamil al-Quran, he has a nur. And the person who doesn't have the Quran, he's filled dhulumat. So you have to carry that man from the darkness and show him to the light, because you are the mir'ah. He can see himself on you. Then he says, Shaykhi, Akhi, who can read that? Allah Shaykh Abdul Rahman. Akhi ayyuha al-mujtaz nazmi bibabihi. Go ahead.
أخي أيها المجتاز نظمي ببابه ينادى عليه كاسد السوق أجملا.
Ajmila, mashallah. Read the Shaykh in English. I say to him, he's talking to the Abdul Rahman. I'm saying to the hur.
I say to the free person, to the bottom.
Yeah. That's the free person, the Hamil al-Quran. Oh, my brother.
I say to him, oh my brother, oh you who pass through the doors of my Nazm book, he may be called upon, saying that this book is inadequate for the market. Present it well
As
as best
possible. So, subhanAllah, the Imam rahimahullah, now he's saying to us, because this book is not for sale, it's cheap, nobody's going to buy. So he said, أقول أيها أخي, my brother, أيها المجتاز نظمي ببابه. Now he's telling you for sure, since you take this book, you will enter, which means you will be successful. You will get to this book, he said, you will be successful, mujtaz. Yeah, you will be a winner. Soon you enter to this book. He said, please, when you enter to this book, you have entered in a market. Which means, my book is cheap, nobody will buy it. He said, you who has this light, try to make it beautiful. Present it in the market in the best way. Be a good seller. So that people can buy it. He said, because I'm not worth it. So, subhanAllah, show the tawadu, show the humbleness. I mean, if somebody write like this book, Habibi, today, he said, man, look, give me anybody who can do what I have done. The guy is not, he's saying, listen, it's cheap. But since Allah has chosen you to carry on this book, make sure when you go in market, you go in this book, sell it good, which means represent it good. Try to put everything, what I miss, put it together. And give it to the people so they can they can carry on. That's why he says here, ينادى عليه كاسد السوق أجملا. كاسد السوق and the market. So you call, try to make it beautiful by your presentation, which means when you hold it in a best way. So the Imam rahimahullah, he said, make sure take it and don't get out of it with nothing. Don't go in market and you come with nothing, empty-handed. Sell it. Try to get something out of it. Basically, tell you, get something from this book. Don't just let it on and say, I don't know, I don't care. Just say, be merciful. Get something. I'm dealing with the word of Allah. So try to get something out of it. Don't waste your life, basically, with reading this book and nothing to get out of it. Rahimahullah. And you see the tawadu, the humbleness of this man. And he says in the next poem, Ya Shaykhi, who can read that? Shaykh Siraj. You and وَظَنَّ بِهِ خَيْرًا
وظن به خيرا وسامح نسيجه بالإرضاء والحسنى وإن كان
هل yes? So the Imam rahimahullah, he says to Abdullah, he says, have husn al-dhan with my poem. Try to think about this poem, husn al-dhan. He say, Wasami nasijo. Nasija, Habibi, is the carpet. Somebody make a cloth, you sew it like this, and somebody take the cloth, say, oh, it's missing here, something is not put right. He say, Sami, let it go. Don't look. I say, this carpet I have put, maybe you'll find some shortcoming there. Samihu, let it go, cover it. Like, when you make the carpet of nasij is a thawb. Bil ighda, by covering your eyes like you didn't see it. I try to say have husn al-dhan, because I work hard. So if you find any mistake, cover your eyes, imma by cover ighda, or bil husna. I'll try to have husn al-dhan, ya Shaykh. وَإِن كَانَ, look, وَإِن كَانَ هَلْهَلَ. And I know this poem is weak, it's not worth it. Subhanallah, he's not confident, he's not happy. He said, I know what I have done is not good job anyway. It's not worth it. I know you will find a lot of mistakes. This is tawad, ya Shaykh. Imam Shatibi, to talk like this, he's talking about his book, Habibi. The people, they make little tiny things and they want to be translated in 2,000 languages and make sure it's in e-books and make sure it's in Amazon and make sure it's... And the guy, look, he said, I know this book is what the Sheikh. Read it in English one more time so we can see what he's saying. Who is reading English?
And think good of it, the poem, and be tolerant of its weaver, the author, by overlooking the flaws in its tapestry and with integrity, even if it's weakly woven.
Weak, very weak. The job is very sloppy. He's referring to his poem, Habibi. Can you imagine? Inna lillahi wa rahimahullah. Al-Imam. Haula, that's why Allah raised them, Habibi. How many years after him, this book become umdah. Any alim, any person want to recite the word of Allah, kama unzil, he cannot escape from. There is no other book who can substitute this book. There is no other book. It's impossible. Why? Because look the ikhlas. He's making his book down in that level which you think, man, what this guy has done. And when you read the book, he says, subhanAllah, if this book is full of mistakes, then what's left? This is so perfect, it's made, but he doesn't want to give the credit because that's what the ulama, they were, rahimahullah. What's going on, Shaykh? Next one? Who can read the next one, Shaykh? Ya Shaykh Muhammad, وسلم
لإحدى الحسنيين إصابة والأخرى اجتهاد رام صوبا
فامحلا. So what he's saying in English, rahimahullah, he says, وسلم. Go ahead, Shaykh.
And surrender one of the two good deeds, one if he is correct, and the other for his endeavor, even though he is aimed to acquire rain and only hit dry land.
Dry land. So he's referring to himself. He says, Salim, surrender. Try to have husn al-dhan. Because in two ways, I don't lose. If I got it right, you're referring to the hadith of the Prophet, the Shaykh, فَإِنْ أَصَابَ فَلَهُ أَجْرًا وَإِنْ أَخْطَأَ فَلَهُ أَجْرًا. So you say, I am one of the two. If I get it right, I get 2 rewards. So just give up. Don't pick on me. If I got it right, I get it 2 rewards. If I have the other one, ijtihad, then I get one reward. I tried just like the rain. I tried to put it in the right place, but the water came to the land, doesn't produce anything. So he say, try to get me in two husnayn, to have two husnul dhan. He say, this Imam maybe ijtahad فأخطأ فله أجر. Don't tell me how can he make this such a mistake. This is really unacceptable. He say, Ajr, I still didn't lose anything. I'm trying my best. If I got it right, alhamdulillah, I still got. So in both ways, he say, I don't lose. Allah will overlook and let it go because I have done my اجتهاد رحمه الله. سلم لإحدى الحسنيين إصابة والأخرى اجتهاد رام صوبا فأمحلا. طيب. Next one يا شيخي. He's still talking about his poem, but he's giving us advice.
الحسنيين إصابة والأخرى اجتهاد رام صوبا فأمحلا وإن كان خرق فادركه بفضلة من الحلم وليصلحه من جاد مقولا.
نعم.
وقل صادقا لولا الوئام وروحه لطاح الأنام الكل في الخلف والقلاب.
والقلاب ما شاء الله. طيب, the Imam rahimahullah, we already got the first poem. Then he goes on. وإن كان خرق فادركه بفضلة. Who can read the Sheikh Abdullah?
If you find...
No, read it Arabic first.
وإن كان خرق فادركه
بفضلة
من الحلم وليصلحه من جاد
مقولا. إن كان خرق يعني عيب. It's if you find any خرق, any hole, hole in that carpet. خرق, عيب. فادركه بفضله. I mean, you have fadl. Pass it with your goodness, with your generosity, basically. فادركه بفضلة من الحلم. He said because Allah has blessed you with the hilm. You have wisdom. You are a righteous man. He prays in his tilmid. He said you have hilm. وَلْيُصْلِحُ. If anybody wants to fix my mistakes, so make sure the one who fix my mistakes is the person من جاد مقولا, who know how to speak. Don't bother, how can he do that? He could do. He said somebody who can say rahimahullah, if he put this way it was going to be better, rahimahullah. If he made it, maybe it was going to look better. He said, don't let somebody who has bad tongue and just put me down. He said, if anybody want to fix my mistake, make sure somebody who has some wisdom, some hilm, some fadl, and has beautiful words. That's why the Imam al-Sakhawi, rahimahullah, his tilmid, when he read this poem, he never said anything about his sheikh. He was just keeping going because he didn't want to go against, with the adab against his sheikh. But when the tilmid of the Sakhawi came, then he went a little bit, but for the sake of knowledge. He didn't want to but he was putting the poem of Imam Shatibi and said, rahimahullah, لو قال هكذا لكان أفضل. If he put it this way, the bait was going to be better. If he put it this way, was going to be. So the Imam rahimahullah says, either you choose somebody who can speak good, don't put me down, or let it go. Don't be that kind of person. Go ahead, Sheikh, what is saying in English?
So did he fix it?
And if you find
a tear, flaw in his tapestry, then correct it with a law of gentleness and compassion. And let he who is excellent with his tongue mend it.
Mend it. So to supervise it, to look at somebody who has beautiful tongue. He said, you have a hilm, you have the person who Allah has blessed you with this, so be patient and let it go. Be gentle. Don't be rash.
Is he talking about the qafiyah of the poem?
He talk about in general everything, because some of the ulama they say he could put it instead. He put the rams. He could put the name. Because it's matching, the name is matching with the qafil. Why just put the rams? You can put just the name of the imam. There is some stuff, but the tilmid of Sakhawi, Abu al-Jami'ah, if I don't mistaken, he says he would put the poem of the imam, and they say if the imam put it this way, then he put his own poem was going to be much better. If the imam, this is sure when the person wrote this poem, he wrote it from his memory. But when somebody come out and have all the books around and he try to think, he say, no, I can use this word and I can use this word. Of course you're going to get something. But the first one who put the foundation, Nobody can take the credit of that first man. But after you take the book and you have plenty time, and you look in the word and say, maybe I can find this word, maybe I can find this word. Of course, if you do the tahqiq and you spend time, you're going to get it somehow and somewhere better. But the Imam said, if you do that, be gentle. What's the next one, Sheikh? وَقُلْ صَادِقًا Sheikh, read that, Muhammad. Muhammad.
وقل صادقا لولا الوئام وروحه
لطاح الأنام
لطاح الأنام الكل في الخلف والقلة.
نعم, what is it in English, ya Sheikh?
And always be truthful. If it were not for agreement, compliances, and its spirit, then all man will be destroyed in constant despair.
Exactly. So he tried to say, if you take this knowledge, be truthful. Yani have ikhlas. If you look at my mistakes, then you will find a mistake. But if you have ikhlas, look in the benefit. Look what you can learn. Don't try to be like a fly, just look my mistakes, go away these things. He said, قُلْ صَادِقًا. Have some more ikhlas. He said, when you learn, if the people that has this ikhlas and they carry on like this, he said, if everybody try to find the mistakes of the other, he said, there will no way anybody can remain brother with the other. They will kill each other. They will hate each other. He said, but by having this kind of ikhlas, sincerity, let her go. Don't look only in mistakes. Look in my benefits. If you see some lectures, oh, the sheikh, man, he doesn't even know how to speak. You don't care what the content is about the benefits. You worry he should add letter S here, or he should make the plural this way, or he make them gender masculine supposed to be feminine. Habibi, why you have to go and look in the stuff which doesn't benefit you? You know what the sheikh meant. You know what the benefits he's talking about. You know really what kind of message he's sending to you. Benefit that. And don't overlook in the stuff which doesn't benefit nobody. He's supposed to use this word and he uses the slang language. He's supposed to use this huge word and he uses the word what he's using the regular people. He has to use big 9-yard word. No. He said, don't be like that. He said, look in the benefits. If you can benefit something, that is good enough. Let us go, he said, because that's how the life is built. If we try to expose everybody, then say, then what happened? There is no anymore life for any human being to walk in the earth by just slandering each other. Basically, give you the tarbiyah, what the anbiya give it to their followers. As a sheikh, what next one is sheikhi? عِشْ سَالِمًا صَدْرًا عَنْ غِيبَةٍ فَغِبْ
عش سالما صدرا وعن غيبة فغب تحضر حضار القدس أنقى مغسلا
Subhanallah.
وهذا زمان الصبر من لك بالتي
Shatibi talking here.
كقبض على جمر
In his time.
فتنجو من البلاء
In his time.
ولو أن عينا ساعدت لتوكفت سحائبها بالدمع ديما وهو الطلا ولكنها عن قسوة القلب قحطها فيا ضيعة الأعمار تمشي سبهللا. أعيد القراءة مرة أخرى.
إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون.
وعش سالما صدرا وعن غيبة فغب تحضر حضار القدس أنقى مغسلا وهذا زمان الصبر من لك بالتي كقبض على جمر فتنجو من البلاء ولو أن عينا ساعدت لتوكفت سحائبها بالدمع ديما وهو الطلا ولكنها عن قسوة القلب قحطها فيا ضيعة الأعمار تمشي سبهللا.
So the Imam rahimahullah is talking about the qualities of the mu'min. He say, the mu'min, he say, عِشْ سَالِمَ الصَّدْرِ. You want to be a mu'min, he say, live and your chest is what? Salim. No ghibah, no hate, no hasad. He's actually referring to the person what the Prophet says, the man walk, he say, he is from Ahlul Jannah. And the Sahaba look at him. And next day he walk, he say, this is the man which will be from Ahlul Jannah. Hatta Abdullah ibn Umar say, man, what this man has done to the Prophet, keep telling him he is from Ahlul Jannah. And he when he said, Tastadifuni, can I be a guest in your house? And welcome, no problem. That's hard, Habibi. They didn't have no problem to somebody go to his house. And he see the man, he's praying his faraid, but when the time comes for sleep, he sleep. And he sees 3 days, he didn't see anything what he does more than him. He said, what's going on? I mean, how can this man... He said, Ya Fulan, he said, do you really do anything extra? He said, no. He said, that's how you do? He said, that's what I do. He said, then how? He said, what? He said, the Prophet told me because you are from the people of the Jannah. How? He said, Wallahi, I don't do anything else. And the man started walking and said, hold on. He said, I have something to... Maybe that is the reason. He said, every time when I go to bed, I raise my hand and say, oh Allah, I forgive anybody who has done something for me, or I have done something to him. He said, I sleep and everything in my chest is... That's it. He said, Wallahi, this is the reason. Because that is hard to do it. Do you forgive somebody? Has slandered you, or you took away somebody, has taken something for you, or you to forgive somebody, maybe he has done something. It's not easy. That is the time. Okay, inshallah, so by the next week, inshallah, we're going to finish this and we're going to start in Babul Isti'adha. This is the Muqaddimah Shaykhi for us when we go to the Babul Isti'adha. May Allah protect us. Subhanakallah wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.